close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to Daniel Bailey TV. I am back with the Arsenal content. I know you have all been waiting for me to come back, and I know I've received a lot of questions and comments and when are you coming back? We missed the content, but I'm pleased to say I'm back for good now, and I've got a plan going forward. So the plan is I'm going to continue the Arsenal content on this channel. That's not going to change. So what you're used to seeing from me on this channel with all the match reviews, transfer updates, transfer reactions, all of that's going to continue. And then I'm going to have two other channels. One is going to be for the interviews, for the podcasts, and for that side of things in terms of non-Arsenal and non-football related content, although there may be a little bit of a crossover. And then the third channel is going to be where I travel around places as a blind traveler. And I've got big plans for that channel. So stay tuned. The channels aren't set up yet, but once they are, I'll drop them here. You guys will have the links. I will share them and you all can go over and subscribe. Listen, let's get into what I want to talk about today. And that is links to David Raya and looking ahead to that Monaco game, because we've got a game tomorrow at the Emirates in the Emirates Cup against Monaco, and I'm going to look ahead to that. But let's start with David Raya, because these links started appearing over the weekend. You know, David Ornstein broke the story that Arsenal are interested in Brentford goalkeeper David Raya. And I've got to be honest with you guys, when I first saw the links to David Raya, I was a little bit confused, because out of all the players that we need and out of all the positions that need strengthening, the goalkeeping position wasn't really one of them. Having said that, a couple of days have passed since these links have emerged, and thinking about it, I actually think David Raya will be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. I think another goalkeeper at the caliber of David Raya to compete with Aaron Ramsdale is exactly what we need. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going, what? Let me explain. Let me explain what my thinking is here. When you look at the goalkeeping situation at the present, we've got Aaron Ramsdale, Matt Turner, and Karl Hein. Now, Matt Turner is probably the closest to challenging Aaron Ramsdale for that number one spot. And let's be honest, guys, like as good as keeper as Matt Turner is, he isn't at the level of an Aaron Ramsdale. So with the best will in the world, Aaron Ramsdale is not going to be challenged for that number one spot by Matt Turner. And we've seen it even in the preseason games at the moment. And I know we can't really go on preseason. You can't really set too much store by the results. You can't really set too much store by the performances. But when you look at Aaron Ramsdale, he has made a few mistakes in preseason. I think Aaron Ramsdale's at his best when he's uncomfortable. I think Ramsdale's getting into a certain situation at the moment where he feels, and I think we see that in his performances, where he's a little bit comfortable. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to take anything away from this video that I'm fully against Aaron Ramsdale, because I'm not. I love Aaron Ramsdale. I think he's a great goalkeeper, and I know when he signed for the club, I wasn't all for him, but listen, he's done enough to win me round. So I'm not against Aaron Ramsdale, but I do think having healthy competition for that goalkeeping position is crucial. When you look at the games we've got this season, we're going to have Champions League games as well as Premier League games, and we need a more competitive squad. Arteta spoke about at the back end of the season the need to get this transfer window spot on. The players he brings in is going to be, they've got to be on point. And he made that in several of his press conferences towards the back end of last season, because we can see last season towards the back end, certainly when we were going through the title challenge, we would, and when we came up short, we struggled because our squad depth wasn't there. And you could see the levels drop off the moment some of those key first team players were out due to injury or out due to just general fatigue. So I'm all for David Raya. And, it's not a new link. Arteta has been after David Raya for a long time. Even before we signed Aaron Ramsdale, he was looking at David Raya as a potential goalkeeper. So I'm all for this, guys. I've got to be honest. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comment section below. Would you be interested in David Raya? Listen, let's talk about the Monaco game, because we've got a very important game tomorrow at the Emirates, in the Emirates Cup. It's the second to last game of pre-season ahead of that big game on Sunday in the Community Shield at Wembley. We've got to take care of business tomorrow. Now, I expect to be seeing a full strength lineup tomorrow. There's only 2 games to go of pre-season. I want to be seeing a team that is near to what we're going to see on that opening day of the Premier League season, because there's no time for error now. There's no room for chopping and changing the starting lineup. It needs to be a full strength or near to a full strength squad as we can possibly see. Obviously, I know the result doesn't matter, but I want to see a performance as well. I want to see a performance. I want to see a good result. Listen, it's going to be the first time that the Emirates crowd gets to see Declan Rice. It's going to be the first time we get to see Kai Havertz and Yuri and Timber also. So it'd be nice to give them a few run out, make their Emirates debut. The crucial thing is that we don't pick up any injuries either. I don't want us to come out of that game picking up a load of injuries, because then it just takes us back to square one. And, I still don't feel the squad is strong enough. I think we've made great additions. I still feel like we need to do more. So I don't want to see any injuries. I honestly really don't want to see any injuries. And obviously, Arsene Wenger's got his statue, which is a nice little touch. And obviously, we're playing against Monaco. I expect to see him at the Emirates and that statue get a proper unveiling. I think it's due for Thursday, actually, the day after the Emirates Cup game. So I think Arsene Wenger's going to probably be in attendance tomorrow to watch the game. And then Thursday, that statue is probably going to be properly unveiled. I think that's what the plan is anyway. But listen, let me know what you would do tomorrow. Let me know how you would approach tomorrow's game, and let me know your thoughts on David Raya. Would you take him at Arsenal? Would you take him as a backup goalkeeper, or even to potentially challenge Aaron Ramsdale for that number 1 spot? Leave it all down there in the comment section below. Listen, guys, like I said, I am back for good now with the Arsenal content. The wait is over. You haven't got to wait any longer. So, yeah, get your comments in, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Come on, you Gunners.